Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live. Peace.
Yo, by the way, we are recording right now.
Yo, what up?
We are, but this was more of like that cold open, you know, like how podcasts are doing a lot now. Like they're doing like cold opens. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, they're kind of just talking.
Yeah,
Nobody knows
I like
what's
it.
really
I like
going
it. I like it. Like
Listen,
they talk
Tom,
the shit.
listen.
One thing though, Matt, you got to stop. I noticed this. You and Ness kind of calmed down about it, but you still keep going. You keep talking like behind the scenes shit live on the air. Like, do you really want to talk about that right now, or should we be going into this? Like that kind of, as a listener, me when I hear stuff like that, it's like, why don't you just keep keep it what's going on?
He just hit the reverse.
Sorry, that was very loud. I want to make sure the levels are good for that.
It was awesome.
The levels are good. The levels.
Just keep it going.
Okay, we're good.
Boxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the
body punches.
I was hitting him with body punches, and I heard him, actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? When did that happen?
Yes. TBB, Patreon only family. Yes. We are here in LA in the Airbnb Contender House for Border Wars 2. And I'm here with two of the main contestants of the card, and obviously myself, the main event, the hippity hipster, Doomy, Enrique. How are you? Flying solo ourselves, no Nestor Gibbs.
Yo, what's up? It's January 15th. You know, tomorrow's the 16th. You know what that means? Border Wars 2, right?
Yes, it is.
Everyone saw each other. Everyone faced off. Everyone stand on the scale. Everyone stood on the scale.
Yo, turn my mic down. Not my mic, my headphone. I think I'm number two. I'm
number two.
I'm number two. Turn down a
Call
little.
him headphone
That's
face.
much better. Thank you.
Yeah, so of course everyone saw each other. We saw my favorite highlight of the barbecue, sponsored, brought to you, hosted by Info Joe, was when Cantu.
Can't.
I wasn't expecting this to be the moment.
Cantu shows up and his boy, who we don't really know his name fully. Is it like Giselle?
No, it's either Hazel
It's Hazel.
or Hazel.
Hazel, but it's spelled like Giselle a little bit.
No, it's with an H. What do you mean? There's no J in there. There's absolutely
Nah, I'm
zero
just
J.
teasing. But yeah,
Haziel.
so Haziel shows up and he's
Yes, he
like
does.
straight eyeballing, shaking your hand firmly, super tight. Hazel, good to meet you.
Yo, he was definitely trying to intimidate everyone there. Even like the girlfriends that were there, he was trying to intimidate, man. I was worried. He might have snapped. He might have hit someone just on like for no point. You know, Haziel looked like he had like that look in his eyes like, man, like everyone's been counting me out. Everyone's been talking so much shit. You know, no one's ever seen me. I'm gonna go in and prove something, you know. Maybe there's an upset there. I'm just saying. Maybe.
I don't know. I think it was more like, I'm tough. Don't play me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you could sign it off as a couple of things, right? It could be nervous energy. It could be him being in the zone, right?
Talking to the mic. What are you doing? What are you
Right,
doing?
Matt? It could be either of those things. It could be maybe he's in the zone, or maybe it could be that you might as well just put the volume up on my mic then, Enrique. But besides that, it was a little awkward. So I was expecting for him to at least mingle with the squad.
Okay, do me. We're gonna teach you how to talk into the mic for the first time since we're all together.
On air.
And the best part is Enrique was giving me so much shit for talking about pre-production shit on air. We're gonna do it on air because it's bothering me. It's really bothering me.
There's no way that I could put this mic
Okay.
closer to my face.
You see how the point of the mic is at my mouth?
the point of the mic.
Oh my God! Do you not hear it in your own headphones right now? The difference.
Point of the mic. You hear this guy?
Here's an example. Hey, so
Oh.
versus, yo,
Versus.
what up?
Oh, okay.
Actually, we need to turn your levels down a little bit. More pre-production notes live. on
Live,
air.
pre-pro.
Listen, what went down today was what everybody was kind of like waiting for this moment to kind of get in each other's faces. The weigh-ins.
Get it over
That's
with,
right.
actually.
The weigh-ins happened.
Yes.
There was a couple of weighing and face-offs that were a little more. How can I put this, Enrique? Aggressive, right?
And, very aggressive. Another highlight.
Which ones were we talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, you know Matt Hunter. He talks a lot of shit. If you're in private group chats with him, he is like the voice. He's the dude that would drop like 12 back-to-back bubbles.
Ether status.
Ether status. Right, I'll give it to him.
Thank you.
So he got his face off. His guy Warren shows up. And there's a lot of vibes going on with Warren and Matt Hunter since Border Wars 2.
I mean, it's bad blood. I mean, according to Matt, he felt disrespected the first go around because, he flaked on him.
So, Matt Hunter, hold on. So, Matt, when you saw him, first thoughts to your mind, what came up? Was it there goes that motherfucker? Or was it like, oh, look at Warren. He thinks he's tough. Because he was smiling. He came in happy, shaking everyone's hand. He came up to me, Enrique, good to meet you, man.
Look, there's one thing that Warren cannot deny, that he is Canadian as fuck.
Okay.
That he cannot keep the same energy. Okay, because the moments that we have interaction, which are very rare because he's not in the group chat, because he leaves the group chat because he's pussy. The moment he has sent recordings to Jose to send to me, for some reason he does that. He's talked some greasy shit. You may not have known it. You listening right now that on Patreon, you may not have seen it. It's not been on shows because he doesn't call in for whatever reason. So he came in all smiles, wanted to dap it up with me, not keeping that same energy. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know where I'm from.
Oh, so you mean clarify it, the energy, the bad vibes through the text, through the messages.
We have never talked to each other
as
before
friends.
This fight as friends.
Right.
So why would we treat each other as friends?
So he approached you as friend.
100%.
So to me that means like, yo, no beef. This is all in fun. You were like, yo,
get the fuck away from me, homie.
Right. So now he stands on a scale. He weighs in. You stand on a scale. I don't know who was first, who was second.
He was first because he's the B-side.
Right. And then, he was shirtless. You took all your stuff off. You was shirtless. Both you guys made weight. Look each other in the face. And then there was a lot of, don't touch me from him and from you. But you had your hands on him. Don't touch me.
No. You're getting it mistaken here. Yeah. I did, however, push him off the scale. I will admit that. Because he was taking some time. It was my time to go. I'm the A side. I run this shit.
I'm gonna have to go with that. That's what happened.
And then secondly, when we started,
but there's no time limit on the scale.
I don't give a fuck. I'm the A side.
I think Matt just turned. He went Nate Diaz. He went Stockton on him, and luckily,
Well, hold on. Let me finish, Jimmy.
Fall off the fucking.
Jimmy, hold on. Let me finish. He tried touching me, and I was like, "Yo, you smell," which is like the oldest, like most juvenile shit.
He said.
To try to say, he was like, "Oh, you smell," and then like touch me. I'm like, "Don't touch me." Like we're both shirtless. Like, don't touch me. I was perfectly fine with not saying anything, looking in that motherfucker's eye and knowing I'm gonna beat his ass tomorrow.
He kind of poked you right in the chest.
And
right?
I said,
That's what happened,
said, don't touch me. He did it one more time.
That is.
Then
what
I let him know what's up.
I was there in front of the.
Then there was a lot of like, hey, calm down, back up, break it up.
Oh no, it got
because there was another shove that you gave him.
Yes,
and he probably flew like maybe 2 feet.
Luckily for Chris, there was Garcia. There was no punches thrown because there easily could have been.
Hey,
it was kind of like a Zab Judah face-off kind of moment.
This podcast will probably be released before the actual weigh-in. So if you're listening right now, definitely check it out. It's definitely something to watch.
Now, who? Now, look, man, Cantu is like how much taller than his opponent? It's like that. That's a big height difference.
Do you know his opponent's name, Dumi?
I mean, I'm
gonna come on.
It's hard to know these names.
That is true, and he was very unknown. Marvin from Texas.
From Texas.
I was gonna say Marvin from
Who's
Texas.
short? Who had a Mike Tyson shirt on, and it read, "Everyone has a plan till they get punched in the face."
Well, let's all be honest. Marvin's most famous for getting check hooked by Ness. Let's be completely honest.
Okay, but now is that saying Cantu is like Ness?
No,
in fighting
that's
style.
not. I haven't seen enough from
I'll
Cantu
be honest
to
with you,
determine.
I was actually impressed by Marvin in a way. Impressed by. What I mean by that, impressed. It wasn't so much like, oh yeah, look at his skills. He had no fear in going in for the kill on a big guy. You know, and you see that with Ness.
Oh, he definitely seemed like he was like okay being in there. You
Yeah,
know? Like
like
it wasn't like a scared.
Yeah, exactly. You don't.
Factor
You didn't
there,
sense any like hesitation, like
Because like we've all seen novices step in the ring that are scared, and
they won't jump in for that.
It's
for that
very
kill.
it's very obvious that they are scared.
Now where Ness kind of got him off at those last sparring sessions we saw on Patreon. Is,
In the mic.
The last Patreon sparring that you guys saw of Ness, telling you, man, he's looking better. He's looking more fluid.
Yeah, but that's not you comparing Marvin, right, against Cantu, right?
Well, no, I'm comparing the height difference, right, and the way Marvin was able to
Potential style because of the length,
yeah,
because of the
Ness
height.
was pretty tall.
I see why. You're thinking that.
Now Cantu is not as big as Ness. You get
Cantu
that.
looks
He's not-
taller than me.
And he's not as good as Ness. Like
He's
that's just plain
not as
simple.
good, but he is. I think he's about an inch or a half inch
He can-
taller.
he can-
You about right.
That
About right.
he's pretty close to Ness's size, but skill level is just vastly different. There are
Not
levels.
size, bro.
There
I
is
think
level.
he's skinny.
He is skinny.
Cantu's
He's like
thinner.
He's like 220 probably around. I would assume.
You know what? I sung to him. I said, "You're 211."
Well, he did weigh in, did he not? Or I don't know, because he's heavyweight.
I told him he
A
was
lot of
211.
heavyweights didn't weigh in.
He weighed in.
Today.
Well,
ladies and
Marvin
gentlemen.
weighed in at 212.
Really? That's not
Yeah.
bad by Marvin.
Cantu didn't weigh in.
Cantu.
They don't need to. They're
I
heavyweights.
think they did at the end, actually. If I'm
No,
not
I
mistaken.
mean, I'm sorry,
I don't
not
know.
Cantu. Hazel did not weigh
Hazel
in.
didn't weigh in.
Hazel.
No,
Obviously.
it didn't.
But he
Yeah.
but he was only there for like 30 minutes. Just to be fair to him, he did have to go to work. Did have to leave early, just to be respectful
Okay,
of
cool,
work
cool.
and
See, I
careers
didn't
and
know
job.
That.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So if he had to leave. But like I said, this TVB Award Wars was geared towards losing weight.
You can't use that one. Use the other one.
healthy.
Use the other
for all
one.
the
That one's
guys
not big
coming
enough.
off the couch, regular Joes, and then doing something that regular Joes don't normally do. That's get in the ring, and that was the whole purpose of this. And a lot of people lost weight, man. Shout out to Sal, right?
Sal, Santiago.
Santiago, man.
Santiago looked trim.
He really did.
He did.
I gotta give it to Santiago, man, because
Compared to how look at remember Vegas?
that's what I was
Yeah.
just ready
Remember
to say.
Vegas?
Appreciation night, it's huge.
That was 40 pounds heavier, if not more, at that point.
It's like you could even tell in the way he walks now.
Oh, the confidence level, like
He's walking around like real confident, bro. With
Who's his
chest
opponent?
yo, I can't tell a story because obviously that's snitching. But
Yeah.
Santiago's the man. That's all I'm gonna say. Santiago's the man, and he's listening to this right now and going, "Yeah, man, I'm the
down.
man.
Yeah,
I'm the
no,
man."
that-
Yo, when you lose weight, you get confidence. That's all I'm gonna say. When you get confidence.
you get
Who
confidence,
is his
man.
opponent?
Chris Garcia.
Chris Garcia.
Yeah.
Who also is a little on the heavy side.
You don't like the Garcia brothers, it seems. Enrique.
I did not like the energy. You know what I'm saying?
Did you not like the energy?
There was a lot of energy coming from that Canadian camp, right?
Yeah, the vibes. Like
was
they
it
was,
the whole camp?
They
It
were
was the whole
saying
camp, huh?
stuff. I made it white noise.
They were
was
backing their guy up,
they-
right?
No, that's cool. It's cool. You're supposed to. But
Of course,
of
course.
I just didn't feel the energy. So you get nothing back from me.
Enrique's trying to finish their guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, he is.
Their guy is their like leader right now. Enrique's.
He is the main attraction of the group. Him and then Warren, right?
How did you feel when you weighed in
And
with
Zach.
Jose?
Zach, how did I feel?
Yeah, I mean, the guy's lost all this weight. He's looking trim. He's looking fast. I mean, did that intimidate you in any way?
Nah, not at all. I'm gonna tell you one thing though.
Not at all. Come on.
I don't care how anybody takes this. I was more mad about, not mad, but more like, okay, I got to deal with people saying, yo, you ain't lose weight. But I've been working out real hard and physically, like, I'm more sculpted, I think, than
Your muscle, what's the term? Definition looks different. It does.
Fat.
It does. Like the muscle fat definition looks very different on you. I will admit
muscle
that.
fat definition.
Whatever that term is
Muscle-
in actual.
I get it though.
Muscle
You got
doesn't-
me, right? You got me.
Muscle doesn't melt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't doing things to melt my
Let me tell you,
muscle.
and the mistake, sometimes like you don't know exactly what specific exercise you have to do in order not to gain so much muscle. when
And
you're
and
gaining
and I
weight.
done it. I did it. I went down to like 186, and I did not feel right. And I'm not saying that purposely, that I did something to make it go back up.
body wasn't accustomed to it.
I
mean,
just didn't feel comfortable.
I hear excuses.
Matt,
You can call it an
Matt, you're
excuse.
used to walking around at 135, right?
Well, obviously, I had to cut some weight this morning before the weigh-ins.
But you normally walk around.
But you a light guy.
I gained
period.
I gained some weight for this camp, obviously. But yeah, naturally, I walk around 133 to 135, probably
135.
without clothes on.
Yeah, and that's the thing that for most of us guys that were losing that weight, coming from these heavyweights, that shit sucks.
So
does.
my initial thought was like, damn, why did I even say yes to this weight?
Why did both of you guys say yes to this weight?
Because, it was a push. To me, it was a push. I took it. I'm like, you know what? This is a great challenge for me to, like, still be working out, even though I'm not fighting. Because a lot of people don't work out as hard as I was doing throughout the whole year. Like, all jokes aside, like, nobody does this all year round without anything being set up. You know what I mean? So it's like this Border Wars actually created a motivation for me to still do it, even though.
Well, I don't think anyone's ever questioned your work ethic in the sense that when you do go to the gym, when you do go to the spot, you put in the work. We all know that. We've all seen you, right? I think what we've always worried about is like your nutrition.
It's consistency, man. And I'll tell you what, like, it's really tough. And this is again like why I like this this TPV Border Wars series that we've created. It really brings the
not to cut off your smooth talk, but they do call you Doom's Donut for some reason.
I
so
mean,
your
or
nutrition.
Lemieux.
So
Or
your
Demi
nutrition.
Lemieux.
So is it like can you like say I'm not gonna fuck with any fried food, donuts, anything for 3 months?
I don't like fried food.
Well, no, I'm just getting that as an example as bad nutrition.
Wait, you don't like fried food? Why not, man? Fried food's delicious.
No, it's delicious, but
Un-American.
I don't eat it as much anymore. It's like these last 22 months, man, I've changed a lot of things. In my
Yeah, I
life.
saw you before and after.
I still no, and it's not so much the weight that the change is like the habits. Like I was a guy that I had to have 2 Pepsi, 12-ounce sodas and some Doritos chili chips every day. You know what I'm saying? And I had all these other bad habits.
Yeah.
That were created over a long period of time of just bad food managed choices and a whole bunch of others. Sometimes stress gets in the way and you want to eat your way out of fucking stress.
I tell you one confession, like me is lifestyle.
I mean,
boxing is a actual.
beer. Look at fucking beer.
Yo, but I didn't drink beer. I didn't drink any beer. I drank beer over the holidays, but before that I didn't. I didn't drink beer during the week or nothing like that. I barely drink beer. I'm more like a Ciroc guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm more like a good whiskey or a scotch, on some rocks.
Shit, so why don't we talk about the shit that we got? A lot of the guys gave up for this fight, right? Well, what are the things that we give up in order to start these, like, these camps per se, these exercise camps, getting us ready for these events? Like, well, what did you give up, Matt? In your time, preparing for Border Wars 2.
At 133 pounds, what did you give up, or what did you add on?
Yeah, like what did you feel like? You know what? I got to give this up. I got to take a break or whatever it may have been, but you had to stop and give it up for this Border Wars 2.
Any sort of tobacco use, obviously.
Excluding
what?
the cannabis.
Cannabis is not tobacco. Secondly,
It's not? Okay.
No, those are 2 different plants. Come on.
Okay.
Casual.
Herbs.
Cash.
Damn, my bad. Because you know
man.
how they compare marijuana with cigarettes, like smoking one marijuana cigarette.
Totally different effects, though.
It is.
We're not even going to get into that rabbit hole because
I know.
casual.
Go ahead. My bad.
Casual.
My bad. Purple Skywalker. I'm feeling that. Smells awesome.
Definitely just overall like eating healthy. Like stop eating junk food. Stop eating fast food. Fast food is a big thing. Cutting out fast food.
You just went to.
So what fast food did you give up?
Oh my god.
Which one was like, damn, I'm
Yo.
fuck. Like there were those days that you were probably like, okay, I would have this if I wasn't fucking prepared.
Yo.
You do travel to White Castles, I was told.
I have never traveled to White Castle.
Ain't
Just
nothing wrong with
because I
White
look like a Harold or Kumar, motherfucker, you racist bastard, mad ethnic up in here. Nah, I ain't going to White Castle, you East Coast motherfucker. Nah, Jack in the Box. I used to love Jack in the Box. There's one next to my house, and for like work and stuff, like working next to a computer all the time, it's so convenient to just have like fast food, boom, right there. If you're traveling for interview and stuff like that, it's just so convenient for fast food and just overall. So cutting that out, eating healthy, implementing fruits, vegetables, into my diet, simple shit like that. Overall exercise obviously increased drastically. I've never been, I would say, this good in shape, this athletic, not even since high school. And I would say like high school doesn't even compare to this because I'm more focused now than I ever was in high school.
How about you, Enrique, man? What do you feel like was something that you would have to like question yourself and say, you know what, I got to give this up right now because I'm preparing for Border Wars 2?
Same thing. I gave up like potato chips, beer. I barely drank beer.
I like how potato chips was his number one thing.
Yeah,
I ate some
because
potato
hold
chips
on.
today.
I did too.
No, what brand of potato chips?
Yo,
very specific.
anything super salty, Mystique, barbecue
I like that.
vinegar.
So like Lay's, Ruffles, like what are you
Nah,
talking about?
not even that brand. Like I'm like Kettle.
Kettle cook.
Oh, Kettle's the shit.
Yeah.
Kettle.
Yo.
Wow, so
Oh my God.
So
Okay, I
As soon
feel
as
it.
he said Mystique barbecue, I knew.
Yeah. So at work, so at work, I'm by a computer. There's chips. I would not eat the chips. For breakfast, they would have French toast, pancakes.
Nice.
I would not touch that shit. Normally, I would go in there and be like, you know what? I'm gonna have a French toast and a sausage link. Pause.
Nice.
No, I feel that my kid loves pancakes and waffles, so like not like eating those as much, simple shit like that.
Yeah. So I gave that up. I started working out even harder with high intensity training. A lot of burpees, a lot of like fighting out of breath, being out of breath and continuing, like trying to max out the number I did before. That's what I added. And I started. I stopped messing with coffee and dairy, and but then the holidays kicked in, and that's where lifestyle kicked.
The holidays.
That's where
man.
lifestyle,
Holidays, man.
like
Holidays are
fighters.
We're all victims to the holidays.
I understand Miguel Cotto crying now, cause I did not stop. Like my family came over and there's food and there's like oily food and rice and a lot of carbs and cheese.
A lot of comfort food,
Yo,
And
shout out
you eat
to
it.
comfort food.
And you
Shout out
eat
to
it.
comfort
So if
food.
you have a championship fight lined up like Miguel Cotto would have or someone else like Floyd Mayweather, they can't do that. They can't really enjoy their family.
Exactly.
So I did not enjoy my family. I definitely indulged. And
Yeah, because you didn't make weight.
yeah, I didn't make weight. So, holidays did that to me, man. It's a lifestyle and you got to really take it serious. So, although I wish I was like a heavyweight champion or a middleweight champion or something like that, I'm past that time in my life.
Piggybacking off the holidays, something that happened in the holidays that was just hard for camp, the flu. I got mad flu. I had 103-degree fever and shit like that
another one
for
of
like
the
a week and a
adversities.
half, man. And like getting sick, little tiny like injuries, little tiny nicks and bruises, little tiny strained tendons, pulled muscles.
Yep.
If especially in a 6-month training camp, which we all had,
It's a long camp.
that's a long camp. You're gonna get bruised up. You're gonna get hurt at some point.
And those are one of the adversities that you face too, coming into a camp.
Hell yeah, and it's one of those
dieting.
adversities that now us, maybe not you obviously because you have had fights before in the amateur system, but us novices, we understand what's more like to go through a camp, cut weight as a fighter. Like that experience in Border Wars has been invaluable in my opinion.
Let me ask you this then, Matt. Like coming into this fight, I just finished asking you guys what was one of the things you had to give up, as far as the dieting. But what pains did you start feeling like, once you were halfway into the camp? What did you start noticing? When did you start noticing you had to like kind of pull back, take a little break?
I messed up my hand a little bit. I don't want to get in the specifics or what hand it was, obviously, because the fight's tomorrow. But I did mess up my hand a little bit. I take like a week off and just rested, iced it a lot of medicine.
I know I had a thumb injury myself. Hand injuries happen a lot.
Mm-hmm. And it's common. It's very, especially if you do a lot of sparring, which we all did. Remember, because TBV West all did over 200 rounds of sparring each.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of rounds to get hurt in.
Damn, you think your opponent did that?
Put that much work in?
Yeah.
No, hell no.
You think Jose did that?
No, not at all.
Damn.
But I don't think you did either.
How about you, Enrique? Where do you feel like the pains of the sport of boxing and its preparation into fights really starts affecting the average guy? That's not really doing this
A
all the
lot,
time?
bro. Every single limb of your body will hurt if you put in 3 straight days. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sometimes my elbow will hurt because I overextended my arm, and my shoulders will hurt, and behind my shoulders, and it's sort of like when you watch a professional weigh-in and these guys are kind of walking like zombie-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of felt
lagging,
lagging.
Piggybacking off of that, the weight cut. You guys obviously didn't feel it as much because you guys didn't make weight.
You know that every second Matt gets.
Yo,
He will throw a low blow at the fucking weight.
Yo,
to you, Matt.
Having to run those 2 miles this morning before the weigh-in, having to do a strength and conditioning circuit to cut another pound of weight off of me, and then taking the whole day without any water, any food.
I never done that.
You get mad angry. So I get when fighters get loco at a weigh-in, and obviously I did, but like being hungry and feeling like withdrawn of energy.
A lot of aggravation.
Like you feel like you have no energy because you cut weight and then you can't resupply the body what the body needs at that point. It's a weird trip, honestly. Cutting weight sucks. I only cut, maybe a few pounds, maybe 4 or 5 pounds in the last week, and that's nothing compared to a 15-pound weight cut fight week that some fighters do.
Damn.
Well, yeah, coaches try to recommend you don't do more.
Obviously, but some do, obviously. Especially those with wrestling backgrounds. They cut a lot of weight. Terrence Crawford, for example.
Wrestlers do that a lot.
Professional level, though.
No. If you have wrestling experience in the collegiate system or even the high school system, really, you have experienced weight cutting abilities and talents that the average boxer who did not do that does not have.
So you have that in you, so it's easy
because
to go down
every wrestler has to weigh in on wrestling day.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with amateur fights too. You're weighing in the same day. You're fighting like a couple hours later. So I was explaining to Iron Sal and what was the kid's name?
Marvin.
No. Garcia.
Eric,
yeah.
or Chris.
Was it Chris?
Chris is the fat one.
No, Iron Sal.
The fat one.
He is. Just no disrespect. He's the fatter one.
No, but they're.
I didn't like how he came up to the scale like, yo, what you was doing? I'm like, what you doing?
Yo, you really don't like the Garcia brothers, man.
It's not.
I sense it. I sense it.
Hey, wait a minute. Look, I'm terrible with names, man. But like,
I know you're terrible with a lot of things. I'm on point.
No, you're
I'm
not
on point.
All right? I'll give you across the room. The smaller Garcia, what is his name?
Eric.
Who's he fighting?
He is fighting Anthony,
the Cobra.
Queen City Cobra from Cincinnati.
Queen City Cobra.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a hard fight. That's a hard fight.
Hey, listen,
It is a hard fight. I like that fight, though. I love that
That's a good
fight.
fight.
Listen, both of them, like, I was in these guys' faces when they're looking at each other, and there's a lot of intensity, and you can sort of kind of look that in their eyes that they really can't wait to get in there. They've worked hard enough.
Gay.
Damn.
It might be a little bit. That's the same mind I had when I fought Jose, and then it was skill, the boxing skill.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be violence versus skill, and sometimes skill takes that away. You know what I mean?
It does, but in a three rounds, 2 minutes each, I don't know. I think violence can beat skill a lot in that scenario.
I think so as well.
To be honest,
I think so as well. But depending the skill, because skill can control violence.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
You are now tuned into the Boxing
Now
Voice.
check it out, right? Now, how do you think Haziel felt? Because we're going back to the Haziel topic, guys. I think
Yo, Nestor Heyman, man.
Ness didn't even.
Yo,
blink.
he got a silver plate full of cherries in front of him with Haziel.
Ness didn't blink once. I mean, the guy came in. Ness didn't.
Yo,
he didn't
Ness
miss
was
a
on.
beat.
Ness was on an energy when he came in too. You know how Ness was? He was playing chess with Info Joe and shit like that.
No,
he was in the zone right there, man. And then Haziel came in, and then Ness turned up
Hit
a
the
little bit.
soundbite. That's what we all heard when Haziel walked into the Info Joe barbecue special. Do it again, man. What happened? Haziel walks in. And then we see Ness just kind of sort of like just smile.
And then do this.
So do it again from the top. Haziel walks in. And then Ness does a move on the chessboard.
and then Haziel just walks to the side and sits down on the steps.
No.
It's okay, Haziel. It's okay, man. It's okay, brother.
It's Shandu's voice.
I know. The Shandu void.
Cantu's like, Haziel, it's all good. You used to fight tomorrow. Introduce yourself to everyone.
No, I thought he was a cool guy. He came in smiling, but then his smile turned into like a cynical grin.
That's what I thought when Haziel was sitting by himself behind everyone.
But yeah,
all butt hurt because we were clowning on him.
Come over here and have a fucking.
But he had a vice grip handshake.
Hey, listen, no.
The piercing eyes. The piercing eyes, like,
bro,
all in your grill.
For a half a second, I thought Haziel was fighting me for a second. He looked at me. I'm like, whoa.
He was like a cop. He came in like the cop who knows you have drugs on you, but he's letting you slide.
I don't know. I felt more like this energy from Haziel.
I'm hurt, dog. Don't ask me if I'm all right. Hell no.
I felt like, yo, Cantu sold me out, man. I'm here against all the odds. Yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm worried about Hasiel. I mean,
I could understand.
Hey, look,
I'm just worried. I'm just being honest here.
I can tell you one thing based off the grip. The plumber.
Gay.
He got a little power in him, a little strength in him.
But that's a grip.
But that's a grip. This is not a fuck. This isn't over the top, and your hat, and you ain't wearing a backwards hat. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
Gay.
Shout out to UK Robbie for sending over 10
Yo.
donuts. He ate 2 of those donuts. You don't buy 10 donuts.
No, he had 7.
No,
he had 7.
not.
He had 7. What are you talking about? No, he had 7.
No,
we saw him eat 7.
Who sent someone 10 donuts?
Enrique, Enrique, if me and you just agree that we saw him eat 7 donuts.
Somebody in this camp eat the other 2?
I want to tell you something. Now that you're bringing that up, Enrique, look.
Because you're supposed to have a dozen donuts.
Listen, Mitty, you caught me off guard. I don't know who or what team or the guys you walked in with, the coaches. You came up with that plan, but that shit was fucking hilarious.
Stay in your lane.
Someone ate 2 donuts before they handed it to
Listen,
you.
he comes in.
I know it wasn't Mitty because Mitty looks fit.
Doomy knew he was missing weight. He ate 2 before he went on the scales.
No, I didn't. You asshole. God. I ate 2 when I got here.
It's okay. It's okay, Doomy.
I'm hurt, dog. Don't ask me if I'm all right.
It's okay.
Hell no.
I know you're hurt, Doomy. It's okay.
Matt, but I gotta say, I don't know where they got those donuts from. There wasn't no regular Dunkin' Donuts. Hey, shout out to Mitty and the coaches, and hey, Robbie, thank you. Donuts were fucking awesome.
I don't remember last time I had donuts, but yeah,
those were good.
That was a good ass donut. Pause.
Imagine they powdered them with like some anti-strength. Tomorrow I'm gonna show up weak as shit.
I know what he's talking about, Matt. He's talking about like the Snow White apple.
You know what's funny though?
Put you to sleep.
Me and you are dads, right? He is not. He has the dad jokes out of the group.
Call me dad joke.
He definitely has the dad jokes out of the group. Doomy has the ultimate lame, corny ass jokes that he's prepared. He's talking in front of himself in the mirror, rehearsed it,
You know what's my favorite thing about coming to the West Coast?
What?
It's always the weed that's out here. Like it's so pretty, the buds. I must take pictures of it. Purple Skywalker. Fern Gully had something
Blackberry cream.
And the
Blackberry cream.
Hold up. That's who just walked in the room? Giselle?
Haziel,
Ness, it's okay. Ness, don't give it away. This is all planned out.
Haziel officially owns that soundbite now. Every time he walks in, I'm just gonna think of him grinning at me with that cynical. Holy shit! Who walked in? I thought
the buds, man. The buds. Fern Gully had the jar. It looked almost like a Guinness Stout color.
It looked like he threw it in a bowl of sugar.
It was like, almost.
You know what it was?
Medicine jar / Guinness Stout bottle.
No, it was an all black bottle, so you couldn't even see in the
It was
shit.
beautiful though.
He pops it
It
open.
was beautiful.
He pops it open and it's like these nugs covered in sugar.
It
Absolutely.
It actually looked like what they call moon rock.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it was though.
No, it wasn't that, but it looked closest to it.
True.
Listen, going back to these fighters on the card, man.
Can't wait.
I can't wait to see Info Joe and Alex Lamone go at it. I gotta
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
better, because now seeing these guys up and close, it's amazing how much.
Yo, I'm
He
hyped.
looked fit.
I'm hyped.
He
I'm
looked
hyped
fit.
for that fight.
Yo, Alex Lamone lost a lot of weight.
He looked fit.
Speaking
was
of
not
someone that
playing.
kept the same energy, Lemon kept the same energy. He left. The second the weigh-in was over, he was down. He was out.
You know what?
He was over.
As soon as he did the
He's
weight,
like, I'm not gonna hang out with my enemy. I'm over this.
Speak about your energy, man. You keep dropping energy. Tell me different energies that would in the barbecue today.
Wow,
if that's what it was.
There were so many different energies, of course.
Isn't it cool though how we fucking all
So much energy. I think I saw some stars shoot from the sky as the
There's
sun
gonna be some
set.
fireworks tomorrow, that's for sure.
Gay.
For the fireworks or for the stars?
For the stars. I didn't get it off in time. Pause.
Nah, but seriously, yeah, energy. There was a lot.
Well,
of
like Team
vibes.
Canada had its own energy, and I would even say like the Garcia brothers had very different energy than Jose and Warren.
Zarak. What? Jose said his name like some kind of German way.
The guy that was with him,
No,
the black
Zach.
dude that was with him.
No, his brother.
Oh, his brother-in-law, Zach.
Zach the
But
Mac?
he pronounced his name different this time.
I have no
He
idea.
like
I was
rolled
not-
the R. He was like Zarak.
Zachariah.
Maybe that was just Jose being Jose.
Zarik. Zarak.
That's not his name though.
He just said Zachariah.
Zachariah.
Is that his name?
I mean, that's a short,
That is the-
short for Zach. I mean,
Well,
long for Zach.
Yeah, Zach is short for Zach.
I like Zach. Zach's a cool, laid back.
No, Zach's cool.
Yo,
Zach Morris.
Zach's
great-
one of the few guys on Team Canada.
Great to
that
see
I'm-
you
I'm
again,
chill
man.
with.
You look great. I was like, damn, thanks,
Yeah,
bro. Bomb.
let me tell you-
You almost
hold on.
don't want to see him lose.
You don't. And speaking to the Garcia brothers' defense, because I know Enrique has
Oh my God,
is
he's starting
feeling a
trouble.
certain way about them for God knows what reason. I don't know what they did to your
Energy,
girlfriend.
brother, vibes.
They were really cool with me. I will say that. Chris and Eric. Eric especially was very cool with me.
Eric is the little guy, right?
Yes. I don't know why you keep getting this wrong. Chris is fighting Santiago,
Maybe they
so
were
therefore
trying to-
Chris is the fat one.
Maybe they were trying to be friends, and I just
You know-
didn't know how to take the be friends part.
Well, you know, it's Canada, so they're all nice. They're on that vibe, you know? Like, they're on a different vibe than, like, East Coast,
You know,
LA
Zach
guys.
was downplaying his whole like physical, like the way he was. He's like, I'm not even that good in cardio right now. Like, he just kept giving me like little signs.
Well,
like,
Zach knows he's not winning.
but I'm thinking he's downplaying because if you look at his physique, he doesn't.
He's a
look,
gym rat.
right now. He looks like he can run miles.
Yeah, before he
You
was
know-
more buff.
He was all buff and shit, and he told me, he was like, "Listen,
Gay!
he said it just like that. He's like, come on, look at Ness, man. He's big. He was like, I was trying to pack on weight. So, no, seeing him, like, you know, he looks limber, and I don't know if he's trying to play it smart now, right? Like, just downplaying himself.
Again, that's a skills versus what can Zach present.
You know why?
Eric, to me, is going to present that crazy right hand and left hook, man.
Yeah.
If Zach's still coming forward like he was in the last fight, I fear that he's going to just run
that
into one of
unicorn
those.
punch, though, don't sleep
the
on
unicorn
it.
punch.
Don't sleep on it.
Unicorn punch. I'm down with that. My thing with Zach is that I think he knows that he is not going to win here. I think he came for the free vacation. And no, that's not a diss to Zach. I mean, he realized that his brother, Mr. Moneybags,
He's got a puncher's chance.
He does, but everyone has a puncher's chance here. That doesn't mean you're going to win.
Did you accept a gift from Jose Doomsday?
Oh, he had a gift for you?
I mean, I got to say something.
What was the gift?
You know,
He gave him a gift.
Jose's,
I didn't get a gift?
That gift was for me, but he didn't like my vibes, I think.
Jose's a sport.
Your energy?
My
Jose-
energy.
Your energy.
Jose's a sport, man. You know, these Canada guys, I don't know if they're
These
psychologically.
Canada guys,
these
yeah,
guys,
yeah.
they're psychologically trying to get to us. You know what I'm saying? Because last time they gave us a hat. Remember that?
I remember
You know
that.
what I'm
Maple
saying?
syrup.
You know, baby syrup. So, you know, they do these psychological war games with us. You know, he gave
Mental
me,
games.
Jose's been genuine. He gave me a pair of socks, little
Mm-hmm.
money team socks, and he said he has some box raw wraps for me. But
Talking to the mic. I know you're looking at your phone there, Doomy. I know.
Yeah, I thought, you know, he said he would, you know, hook me up with box raw wraps later. But he gave me some socks.
That's dope.
Consistent energy on set. On
set. Oh, interesting.
in the
It was kind of a set.
It was a set because we
It
had
was.
cameras and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And barbecue, food, craft service.
Yes.
You know,
Shout out to Mickey
catered
and you,
meal.
Enrique, for filming. Obviously, the weigh-ins are going to be out
That was fun.
as soon as
And
we edit
Doomy,
them.
stop playing.
Doomsday.
Oh, I forgot. You did it.
Doomsday
I'm
too.
sorry. I'm sorry. You did.
Shout out to the yellow Los Angeles. You don't know shit about boxing shirt. That's hot.
Hey,
Lot of
boxingfanapparel.com.
compliments.
Boxingfanapparel.com. Check that out.
Listen, I gotta
it's
say,
not up yet, but it's looking dope.
Oh, and also, very quickly, check out TBV_casual fan on YouTube.
Oh, thanks.
Check out Mixed Combat Radio on YouTube. Check out Doomsday Chronicles on YouTube. All can be found through the Boxing Voice on YouTube through their featured channel section.
Awesome.
my voice still book sale.
Yes.
And getting back to Enrique Cash, the Maj fashion stash that he has in his bag that he's been carrying around. He has a whole bunch of shirts,
Yes.
new wave of styles, and
I always love when a new Cash Weezy line comes out.
They're getting better though.
they're
They
getting
are.
better.
They are getting better.
Getting better.
That's
They are
what
getting
I'm
better.
telling him. They're getting better, and it's not like the ones before weren't good. It's just you seeing he's starting to style it up now.
Style it up. Streetwear.
Streetwear.
It doesn't interrupt your fashion.
It looks professional. Like that's the best part. Like
And Mac-
this looks like a Roots of Fighting almost. Like
Keep it real, man.
shit. Like
Ooh,
it looks
I'm
that
looking
clean.
at it right through your shoulder, right there, man. That
Yeah,
shit
it looks
dope.
clean. It looks
That LA,
clean.
that LA hoodie that you brought out here. I know, Matt, you got to be.
Yo, I
you
love
got-
that shit.
you
With
gotta
the palm trees.
I love that
Describe
shit.
it. Describe it.
Come
Let's
on,
talk about
man.
it. Describe it.
Listen, you got the lost.
It was almost like Purple Skywalker. I gotta go back to that because every time
I think he loves the way that sounds. Purple sky.
He does. He definitely does.
Look at Mickey. Mickey's here in the room with us right now. He's smiling every time.
Yes, for everyone listening on the podcast, Mickey Caparelli from Australia did fly all the way to record Border Wars
14
2. He is here
hours.
editing the weigh-ins right now, so
Nice
salute
and
to him.
quiet. Nice and
If he
quiet.
wants to, he can always jump on the podcast. I hope he understands that. We do have mics for him if you want to jump on.
And
Oh, whenever you're done, Mickey, we're going to be on
Yeah,
here
we're
for as
gonna
long
be
as
on for a little
possible.
bit.
he's
so-
focused. He's
Yeah, we
focused.
can talk about anything right now.
Back to vibes. Let's go back to the vibes.
Back to the energy.
Energy.
So we have to keep the same energy. You know, the same
Energy.
word.
It's important.
Team Texas.
Oh,
They're-
Eric Cruz.
Eric Cruz always has that smooth energy, though.
Eric,
But he
always
was
has the
very
right
separate
punchline.
from Marvin. Marvin, to me, looked nervous.
Really.
And I like Marvin. Marvin has grown on me. I'll be honest.
Marvin's Mike Tyson shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Marvin's the bigger one. He's fighting Cantu.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
fighting
that's
cancer.
Texas
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah. Marvin's
Um,
weighing at
I mean, that's the
211,
Mike Tyson
212.
shirt. Mike Tyson shirt.
Kevin surprisingly had a good energy about him. I would
Kevin
say.
is from
Hey,
like
Fern.
North Carolina. I'm sorry, North California.
I have no idea where Kevin's from, to be honest.
He had the beard.
He had the beard. He's fighting Fern.
Fern was looking kind of tall.
Oh no, not the
Yeah.
guy that's fighting Fern. The guy who he's fighting. I think he's fighting another guy from California.
So you have Tony?
He showed up
Talking
early.
about Tony and Sal? You're talking about Tony?
Tony and Sal.
Yes. We're not talking about Tony.
Tony G and
Tony's
Sal.
small. He's like my height.
Tony G is the one I'm gonna be cornering, and Iron Sal is the other. Is Ness is gonna be cornering.
The dude with the
Sure.
beard. The dude with the beard.
A lot of them had beards.
Yeah, everybody got their beard game up out here, bro.
Yeah,
What's
saying
going on?
saying the one with the beard definitely does not narrow it down.
Everyone's
Nah, it
beard-
doesn't. Alright.
Everybody's a beardo.
He was one of the first guys who showed up. Matt.
Yes, that is Tony.
Tony.
That is Tony. The one that showed up even before Ness showed up, right?
Yeah.
Yes. His opponent
Yes.
is
Sal.
Sal. Ooh.
Iron Sal, he's probably the
Oh,
biggest
Sal
loser.
lost the weight.
He's the
Sal
biggest-
lost the weight,
probably
yes.
the biggest loser.
I like Sal a lot, but Tony, something about Tony seems.
You want to get on the podcast, Mickey? No, I was getting some water. Okay, that's okay.
So
I'm
I'll
just
tell
making
you this
sure.
much.
Just let me know, and I can hook it up. Don't worry.
Tony seems a little more brutal.
You think so?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I think Tony looks nicer. Like in terms of like pure boxing, Tony, in my opinion, looks a little bit nicer. I've never seen Tony have to go into fourth gear, ever. I've seen Sal go into fourth.
How many
and
times have
fifth
you
gear.
met him?
I've only met him this time. But what are you going off of for most of the guys here is basic footage we have on Patreon.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm talking about.
And I'm purely comparing the footage we have of Sal and the footage we have of Tony.
I'm talking about size. I'm talking about just.
Tony's bigger. He's taller than Sal, but he's definitely. I don't think
know,
he has that mean streak.
I don't think it's a big difference.
Sal
It's
to me,
not a big difference.
Sal to me's
Sal's bigger too. Sal's like
most
he's
of Sal's
thicker.
conversation was about the
Pause.
weight he lost, and Tony's conversation was more about how much fighting he has done in preparation. So that made it to me more like he's much more brutal when it comes to fight time.
I did not hear that out of Tony. I do understand your point about Sal only talking about the weight cut, but then also Sal went down to L.A. and beat the shit out of us.
Okay.
We're not gonna give him that.
I didn't
that
know
credit.
that story.
Well, it's on Patreon, homie. You can watch it, fam.
Yeah, lifestyle, man. Interruption.
Yeah, mad ethnic.
Purple Skywalker, Matt ethnic right now.
Keep that same energy.
All right, more energy. What else happened?
Who else was there?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Fugatti who came and he's not fighting.
True,
Fugatti.
right? Yo.
Fugatti
Yo,
was a
shout out to
surprise.
Fugatti.
I was talking to
I love
Fugatti
that.
and I'm
I
like,
love
damn,
that.
fool. I'm like, bro, we're talking,
That's true. That's true. TBV fam right there.
For real, bro.
That's
We're
true TBV
we're
fam.
talking on the fucking chat all day, and I got you right in front of me right now. It's fucking dope.
Surprised me. I saw him on the
Cool.
chat. Like, yeah, I'm at the airport right now, and I'm like, I don't think he's at the airport right now. So.
Oh, Nestor Gibbs walked in. No, we aren't.
Nesta Gibbs.
Yeah, you want to hop in right now? Nah, you set up the mic and everything. And you're not gonna hop in. You're gonna take your headphones back from Enrique.
So we've just been kind of going over a lot of topics, regarding the weigh-ins in the backyard.
Keeping the
and,
same energy.
the energies and the things.
Yo,
that
talking
we've
about
given
energy,
up.
MIDI. Talking about MIDI.
Oh.
Yo.
Whoa! You over there?
We popping
I
bottles.
hit
Popping bottles
a
over
cap. My bad.
You're about to get captivated.
I definitely think Mitty has Doomy shook.
But Doomy told me that he's just gonna be working with him. So I don't know if it's a real fight. I think it's a sparring match.
Oh, that would be so unfortunate. No wonder it's not the main event anymore.
I don't know who has the main event again.
You know who
Matt
it is.
Hunter.
Pity Pat Matt.
I'm always the A side, man. I'm always the main event. Don't worry about it.
After that fucking weigh in and stare down, I want to see that fight as the main event. You guys kind of caused a lot of disruption at the weigh-ins today.
You shouldn't have touched me.
And I think, he might have slightly poked you in the chest with 2 fingers. I mean,
I like how you're very specific about he poked you in the chest with 2 fingers.
No, because he really did.
He did. And he did the knuckles too. He didn't do the fingers like, hey, like like politicians do.
Yeah,
when they point, he did like that to my chest. I'm like, nah, don't touch me, fam.
He did the bull.
I'm not about that.
And even though, maybe you almost pushed him off the cliff there.
Yeah, that's
You almost ended up with no partner.
that was an accident. Yes, I didn't. I didn't mean to push him off the ledge.
But nothing happened. So I guess La Mosca's gonna try to get at you in the ring with that.
I'm glad he made weight.
I
Actually, I'm not glad. I wanted that money to be perfectly honest.
Now, who did we miss on the card that we didn't speak about? We got Info Joe Limon. We got Sal and Tony. We got Cantu and
Let me pull up the bout order.
no, it's Cantu and
Eric.
no, it's Eric and Zach. It's Anthony La Cobra versus Eric or is it? Yeah, it is Eric.
Eric versus Anthony.
Anthony.
Well, let me get the full bout order just so we have it all down.
I mean, I saw Fu writing it down. We got the matchups all ready to go. Me and Mitty's number 1. Who follows number 2?
Okay, I don't have the full bout order right now.
Okay.
Only Fugatti has that. I have the full bout list. I'm just gonna name off the fights, make sure we talked about them all. Ness versus Hazel or Hazel or however the fuck you pronounce his name. Jose versus Casual. Mitty versus Doomsday. Warren versus me, or I should more properly say me versus Warren because I'm the A side.
You hear that?
Santiago versus Chris. Info Joe
you could
versus
just say
Lemon.
Matt Hunter versus Warren.
Well, everyone knows when I say me, they're talking about me.
Okay, so we talk about Santiago and Chris. What do you guys feel about that? Where's this match gonna be decided at? I mean, both
It's gonna be
guys
decided on the
looking-
inside.
And keep it real. Like, it looks like the Garcia brothers a little taller, maybe a little.
He is taller.
lengthier
He's definitely taller.
Then Santiago.
than Santiago. Now Santiago's been, he's been a bruiser in these sparring matches. He's been a bruiser, right? According to Matt, he's the type of guy that's not afraid to get in there with anybody, and
Yep.
he's a worker. So Matt, I'm gonna let you defend your friend right now and what he can and can't do with this guy that's a little taller than him and maybe a little heavier, right? Because he did outweigh him by like 20 pounds.
I think everyone sort of knows what Santiago's game plan is. I think he wants to come forward, be the aggressor, throw a lot of shots, and then wear his opponent out. Obviously, some of his flaws are more being on the back foot. Obviously, with his size, with his skill set.
Well, he has a guy that's going to be outweighing him about 20 pounds. So
But he also has a guy that naturally wants to be on the back foot. If you watch any of Chris Garcia's tape, you can tell he wants to be on the back foot.
So this is going to play into Santiago's style.
I think so.
then.
I think so. I think the natural tendencies of both men will lead to a very good dance in a sense. Like they're going to be good dance partners for each other. But I definitely think Santiago is going to be there in his face continuously for every round. And
Let me tell you something.
I liked how Santiago had no shame. He took all his gear off, his clothes, went down to his drawers and just muscled up.
hold on.
Yeah,
I know. Well, I'm just saying. I like that fact.
Why is Ness going to talk like he doesn't have a mic right in front of him and he can be on the show?
That was a highlight.
I'll tell you what, if we're going with that notion of thought, you know what I mean? Hey, Jose felt real confident. He lost.
Of course he does. He beat Enrique already.
He lost a lot of weight.
He's the champion coming back. I'm the professional here.
You tell me that when you wobble your head too fast, you get a headache because of that concussion you got. So I mean, why wouldn't he be confident?
Matt.
Hold on, hold on. Let me turn your mic on.
Oh, here we come.
We're getting Ness. We're bringing Ness back on right now.
He's still not on.
My uncle and said, "Yo, I think I got a concussion. You want to fight Jose for me?"
He lying.
Hold on, guys. We're actually in the process of turning Nestor Gibbs' mic on.
Enrique, you gonna let him fight with a concussion? I'm like, he ain't got no concussion. He was like, yo, he called me.
He's
say he
like,
got a concussion.
no, he's lying about that part.
I'm not lying about nothing.
Nah, you not lying. You probably not lying about the conversation.
Told him you had a concussion, and you know what I'm saying. And he said he felt like, yo, I think he want me to fight Jose for him. And I told him, he said, and I told him,
first of all,
Jose is my partner. I can't do that.
That didn't even go that in depth of a conversation. First of all, it was more like, yo, what up? You coming to L.A.? Yeah, I'm driving. Oh, shit, from Jersey? No, Texas. What's up? What's going? That's what he was saying. Then it was like, yo, what's up? How's it going over there? When's the fight? I'm like, it's good. How you feel? You know, I might have a concussion, but I might. So what you want me to fight? And then his response, yo, so you want me to fight for you? And I'm like, nah, I ain't even say that. I didn't even say that. I'm just saying.
Now, let me tell you, Enrique, let's elaborate a little bit on this because I don't think everybody that's listening maybe is fully aware of what this concussion came from. Just explain to everybody what exactly you're talking about when you say that
You gotta press on.
got a slight
there we go.
concussion. How did this happen?
Yo, you hear me?
Yes, we hear you now.
Yeah, we
Yo.
Turn his levels down. Turn his levels down.
But why we don't got no video? Like, y'all, why?
What's his level?
Because we couldn't be.
Pre-production talk.
What you mean? He got a camera. He could have set it right there on a tripod.
Pre-production talk.
Pre-production talk. So back to Enrique's mishap at the Jersey Boys boxing gym. You know, things happen in the ring sometimes, and they just happened. And Enrique caught a slight, I guess, bump on his head from a tough sparring match that he was having at the Jersey Boy boxing gym with a lot of the amateur fighters. That usually when you go to these these gyms and you spar these amateur guys, some of them are green and. You kind of go hard with them, they're going to go twice as hard with you, right, Enrique?
Yeah.
Yo, what's Fatty Cake talking about?
Fatty Cake.
Yo, why are you going to take your headphones back?
It's all good.
I said I don't need it.
He big brother one.
Oh.
It's all good. You good.
Big brother.
You good.
He said the ear
I'm letting the world know you got a fake concussion. You sound like you're making excuses.
So wait a minute,
for Jose's ass
Matt. Haziel walks into the backyard.
Damn.
And then Ness turns around.
Yep, that's exactly what happens.
And then Jose walks in.
Hold on.
And Warren approaches you.
Oh, man. Team Canada.
West Coast style.
And then donuts are passed to Doomsday.
My God. Mitty has no care. Passed me a whole bag of donuts.
Somebody ate 2 because you don't give 10 donuts
Compliments of Robbie the Beaver Hearn. Shout out to Robbie.
You usually get a dozen donuts, not 10.
He gave me 10. That means he ate 2. He was wiping off the sugar.
His trainer ate 2.
Mitty gave me them donuts like he ain't want to give them to me.
Now the trainer was like, "No, man, those are from the Peter Pan's Donut House."
Peter Pan's donut. That was mad ethnic.
Yeah, shout out to Robbie on the Border Wars chat. He sent that video of him running. He was jogging. He's like, "Hey, Doomie, I'm getting ready for Border Wars 3. Ronnie knows miles." And then he shoves a fucking Boston cream donut in his mouth.
Yo, I was recommended that we get some purple punch flour after the fights.
Wait, what?
Purple punch flour is a strain by the Jungle Boys and is recommended for after fight meds.
Oh,
See that?
oh my goodness.
So we're gonna need. That's what Mitty's gonna need. I'm gonna have to.
You're losing, homie.
Y'all ain't smoked since we left?
Yeah, man.
Oh, y'all did?
No, we didn't.
No, we did not.
Rolls?
Jimmy, do you want to roll?
What you brought? That's yours, that black bag?
That's from.
What you brought?
I brought wraps. I did not bring papers.
He swished out.
Oh, the weed? The weed's in the black bag, yes.
No, we definitely need Purple Skywalker.
Yeah, Purple Skywalker.
Shout out
Purple
to Mickey
Skywalker
right now.
Yo, we're going to go for a smoke break. We're going to be right back. Don't worry about it.
Hold on real quick.
One, two.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Border Wars 2018. I'm Enrique Church on ThaBoxingvoice.com. And my boy right beside me who be fighting, right? Because he had a little war, a little scuffle during the weigh-in today. Matt Hunter.
Yes, this is part 2.
The hibbity hop.
Part 2 of the post weigh-in show. Bring it to you.
Part 2, also known as part 1, because Ness wasn't around for part 2.
Actually, this is definitely part 2, and I thought part 1 was drastically better than what this will be because you were gone.
Part 1 was fire. Part 1 was fire.
It was
If
fire.
you have not seen part 1,
It was
you're
fuego.
missing out.
Oh, Team Texas rolling into the pad
shit.
as we speak.
Looks
Oh,
like Team
my
Texas
goodness.
boys walking in,
Yo,
hoodied out,
yo,
bags
Eric,
in hand.
Kevin, Marvin.
Oh man! So
Oh my goodness.
they might have to sit on the hot seat.
Yo, we can get them. We can get them. We got extra mic. We can get them in here
Now,
easily.
going back to what we were talking about, right?
Let's keep the vibe, right?
The energy. Keep the energy.
Who walked in?
It wasn't Hazel. It wasn't Giselle.
It wasn't Giselle.
Giselle was not here.
Giselle
I'm
was
sorry.
not there.
I'm sorry.
I wonder what he dubbed himself as. I mean, does he have a nickname right now? Because he could easily give him.
I'll put it this way. Who gives a fuck?
I wonder what Giselle's mindset is right now.
Yo, poor Giselle.
I wonder if Giselle.
You guys are haters because let's be real. Giselle, also known as Haciel,
Or Hazel.
Right.
would beat the shit out of Matt and Enrique.
We also could. He also. Hold on. He also could eat me in one sitting, probably.
Maybe,
so
maybe.
I don't know,
about
But
that.
we ain't talking about food. We talking about
We're
fighting.
talking about shots.
All I see is that
I don't
I see a
know.
guy that eats a
We
lot
talking
of food.
about
Matt.
confidence and
Matt.
not lack of it.
I don't know. I think
we're joking the guy, but all jokes aside, like
All jokes aside, he the one.
Yo, why
paid
do
to
we gotta
fight
take it seriously? We're making jokes. We're
me. He the
making
one
jokes. I mean,
paid
what are you
to fight.
doing? What are you doing?
You know what
yo,
I'm
where are we right now?
saying? He ain't like y'all.
I like the way Matt's controlling the soundboard. He just hit me with it.
Yo, you on camera talking about G thing.
Yeah, right.
He forgot. It's rolling.
That's how they do, though. You know. What I'm
Double clap. Matt, sync it up right there.
Yo, we already did it one time.
I know. It was like,
Yo, Eric, you want to get on this?
Hold on, let's speak about energy and then bring Eric in, right?
Oh,
'Cause
what
okay.
kind of energy we talking about?
All right, so Eric
about the
Cruz,
energy.
he had to face off against his opponent.
He was definitely.
Damn, so y'all already finished talking about Matt that quick?
Oh, we were talking about.
We
stuff part one.
did part one was fire.
Do me in
Part
front of the
one-
mic. In front of the mic.
Part
Thank you.
one
Super
was
fire.
Illmatic.
So let's talk about Marvin.
Marvin.
What about Marvin?
Marvin the Marvelous.
Marvin the Marvelous.
Yo, where's he at? Oh, there's he at. There
Yo,
he is.
The Marvelous.
Yo, put him in the hot seat.
He got a
Yo, put him in the hot seat.
Put him in the hot seat.
Yo,
Yo, hold on. Let me get it. Let me
Your
get it figured out.
Your seat.
Yo, you got another mic.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
the mic.
Caparelli's. Give him Caparelli's mic. Hot
So we're
seated
sitting
up.
here
Hot seated
at
up.
the.
We are in
Airbnb
LA.
In LA, with the TBV squad.
Let's
we got
get-
the
let's
check
get-
squad here
Check.
with
Marvin,
us.
you ready, Marvin?
Eric
Marvin the
Cruz.
Martian.
Watch out for all the
Marvin
chords,
the
Marvin. I
Marvelous.
know it's kind of crazy right there. I'm sorry about that.
We have Marvin in the house.
And make sure you put your mouth pretty close to the mic. Okay, you're live, by the way.
So Marvin, what's up, man? Tell us about the vibes, man. The energy. We speaking about energy. When you saw your opponent Cantu walk in,
What went through your mind?
what went through your mind?
I mean, you know what I thought went through your mind. For those that don't know, because obviously this is a video-only podcast, they were in Joe's house. But to me, it looked like soon as Aaron walked in with Big Hayes, Marvin jumped on the phone like, Lucy.
Go close.
I was on the phone, when he showed up, but I mean,
Take care of business, man.
yeah, it ain't nothing surprised. He's tall. That's it.
Yeah, well, were you impressed at all by his his overall length, and height?
I actually thought he was gonna be a little more stocky, having more of an athletic build, saying that he was a D1 athlete.
Oh, okay.
But-
Yo, you sound like you don't believe he was D1.
Those were the claims.
Well,
Yo,
A1
yeah,
is
because he's like saying he was he was
D1
D1 athlete.
I mean,
D1.
besides boxing? And
Yes.
So what is that exactly?
Is there
if I
A1?
say I'm a D1,
Matt, you recording the audio too, right?
Of course I am.
if I say
better be.
Marvin, if I say I'm a D1 athlete, what do you
Talking
expect?
pre-pro on set.
Pre-pro on set. What are you
Like,
doing,
what am I
Ness?
supposed to look like? You know what I mean?
I mean,
Well, D1 is the highest level of college you can get to.
Oh, okay.
That's a top ranked school. You know, you got to be a pretty good athlete to be in a D1.
You don't believe him.
Well, he's moving well. It looks to me like he's moving well. Not well, but like he can move.
I mean, for a quarterback, I guess.
Oh.
I mean, I used to eat quarterbacks in high school. I played defensive tackle. And once I told him that, he kind of like backed out a little bit. He came up to me, asked me a little bit, you know what,
I guess
what
that-
I was thinking, and I told him I played ball too. You know, I used to play defensive tackle when he played quarterback.
Mike, right to the face. Mike, right to the face.
I used to
There you go.
hunt him down. So
So you think you won, I guess, like the intimidation factor of it all thus far? Because I won't stunt.
he's not gonna have an easy fight.
Word on the street was he was already asking Coach Mitty for advice.
Oh.
And then there was a
damn.
point in time in the
Whoa.
barbecue when I was hanging with all smiles and giggles. So he kind of felt, it seemed like he felt we was talking about him. So, you know, he had that awkward look like, you know what I mean? Like he didn't want to look, but he does. But I don't know. But it's hard. Everything is difficult, you know, to read into body language and interpret it. You know what I mean?
Did you read into anything, Marvin, that could stick out the most to you? He walks in, he wasn't there, he left, he came back.
Yeah, there was a lot of like, you know, going in and
Yeah,
out.
your
think
face
he
off
might
is a
have
little
came-
different.
He came and checked me out, then took off, and then twice,
Check
and
me
then
out, took off.
and then came back. I don't know.
Gay!
So what is your prediction?
Or
I'm
your
going for a knockout, man.
Oh
That's,
shit.
That's me.
Or your
What round? What
confession.
round? Do you have a prediction
Knockout.
for what round?
2-minute rounds.
Yeah, it's 2-minute rounds.
3.
Yo, but how,
Probably for
you,
the
wait,
third
so you
round.
going for
Third
the
round.
knockout.
Third round.
But did you train for a knockout? Because it takes a lot of energy.
I
And
got
missing
the stamina.
punches is going to take some stamina.
I got the stamina. I'm a heavy dude, but I'll last.
And
I know I'll last.
You guys came in pretty close, right?
Yeah, and
I came
terms of
under.
weight?
You
I
came
think
under.
man, he was 214.
Yeah, but he was 220 something.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he turned out heavier.
But he's,
Aaron?
But he's 6'2".
I'm not surprised by that.
He
He's
said he was
taller.
going to be 210.
I said it. I dubbed him at 211, but no, he was heavier.
Yeah, I came under 214.5, I think.
But he didn't
Yo.
undress or anything. He was fully
the thing,
clothed,
too.
I
jean
didn't
jacket.
either. I didn't either.
Yeah.
All you heavyweights masquerading around in my division and shit. You see this shit, Matt?
Yo, he was talking
They
mad.
heavyweights, but they not
Hold on.
heavyweights.
Talk about energy, like we did in part 1. I know Team Texas wasn't there. Talking about energy.
Energy.
And since we have both Ness and Marvin in the same room together, Marvin was talking mad greasy about you, Ness, before.
Marvin.
Damn.
Yeah, before the sparring session that happened in
That's
Texas.
all right.
When you talk about all these heavyweights that are, you know, allegedly ducking you in your eyes, you think Marvin's
Listen.
ducking you?
The first step in everything is
Oh, not keeping
tomorrow.
that same energy. Not keeping that same energy.
What energy do you want me to have? I mean, I put the division on notice.
Oh,
I'm the
shit.
one that has a belt.
Damn.
I'm the biggest name.
Anthony
I mean,
Joshua?
you don't see Anthony Joshua chasing
Anthony-
motherfuckers around.
Okay, good
I'm
point.
here.
Good
I'm
point.
here. Not only that, but I'm going city to city, state to state.
Now, Marvin, you did spar Ness. You have some sort of familiarity
ain't
with him.
about me.
Hold on, it
That's
is
what
about you.
No, I was gonna say the same thing, man. Why?
Yeah,
you
we
take-
got Marvin
Yeah,
in the
Marvin
hot
got a
seat,
fight.
And I'm
Fight
putting it
football.
on Marvin. Relax.
Let's
Marvin
see where-
got
let's
to
see
fight
where he
again.
going.
Marvin, I know you
Cantu.
wanted Ness. Marvin, I know you wanted Ness after you beat Aaron Cantu. If you beat Aaron
He
Cantu,
got to
obviously.
get past cancer,
Do you still want?
and he got to make it look
You
good.
want that title shot after
Yeah.
Cantu? You think it's a title eliminator?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even know if he could get the shot.
After I
What if the public is
Cantu.
like, yo, Cruz deserves it because Cruz beat your opponent better? What if
Cruz isn't a heavyweight, man. He's eating fair food and fried food and whatever he's eating down in
but
Texas.
if he knocking heavyweight, yo, if he's knocking heavyweights out,
Yo, Zach, come on. We're not going to compare Zach into this equation. Aaron Cantu's a much better opponent than Zach. It is. Like, it is. That's a much better fight than his. We have to admit that.
Moving on to another opinion, though, Marvin. What fight are you interested besides your own fight in the TB?
He gotta get-
He better not look past his opponent.
Yeah, he got to first have the fight.
I'm asking him what other fight besides
Tomorrow.
his own fight interests him in the card. That means
The
you-
Doomsday. I think the
okay.
Doomsday
Yeah.
fight interests him.
Oh,
Not
maybe
a
wants that
matchup.
work.
Not a he's not asking you for a matchup, are you?
No.
No,
I'm
but
asking
what
him
other fight,
what other
is
fight in the
interesting?
card?
That's
on the
tomorrow.
Card?
Oh, on the
Looking forward
card
to
as a
seeing-
fan, you mean?
As,
Yes.
as an
Yeah.
outsider.
That you're looking. Oh, he's looking forward to his whole team. He's Texas
Team-
at
Team
heart.
Texas.
man.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're all gonna do good. They're all gonna get W's, but
I don't know about Kevin.
I think the what's his name?
Underestimating Kev.
Cobra.
Anthony
Oh, and Eric Garcia.
Face is gonna be a good fight.
That's gonna be a
I
good
don't
one.
think so, man.
I
Babyface
think-
is this is his first fight. This is his first time at Border Wars, and when you're in your infancy stage in this, you're jumping out. You're not staying there. You know what I mean? So, and what I mean by that is when someone is attacking you, you automatically jump out. You jump backwards. Whereas now you kind of sit there. You want to counter. You want shots to hit so that you can count. And Anthony's not. Excuse me, not Anthony, but Eric isn't there. Eric is like, I don't know. I mean, I hope he turns it around. But everything I've seen on footage, I wasn't impressed.
He might be
Interesting.
the aggressor in that fight.
I
Hopefully.
agree with Marvin.
I don't know. I think Anthony actually likes to come forward and throw combinations.
See, the
I didn't
thing
see
is
too
that
much
Canada, that's the thing. Canada sent us like a clip of Eric, and then Jose says he was, that they were training jab only. So I couldn't complain because me and Enrique did jab only one
Yeah,
time.
we done that before. Yeah,
because of a coach. So
me and Enrique did that once.
we don't even know. We don't know what anyone has until we see the
Marvin,
fights.
what
That's
kind
why
of
I'm most
guys-
excited.
What kind of guys did you get to spar that have
No
that
one.
height,
No
gone
one.
to? Did you
No one.
work on anything like that?
They didn't work.
No, honestly,
I asked everyone
not
in
for
their
that
gym.
height, not in that height.
Yo,
Not
in their
over
gym, they
6
said they don't even know
foot.
them.
No.
They don't even know them. Oh my god. Oh my
He
god.
was like, I asked the owner George, and he was like, nah, man, this first time I see these guys. yo, and then they said there wasn't no sparring, right? Remember Cruz was like, man, I got to be paying people to spar. Dog, me and Marvin got in there, people were lining up, right, Marvin? People wanted to fight, so I don't know how y'all don't get sparring. And they all wanted to get in there with me, too. I'm big as hell. They didn't give a fuck. So you know they got sparring out
Might be
there.
the times. What is there specific times? I mean, I know in our gym.
Yo, listen, I'm going to drop a jewel right here. Not even a jewel. It's actually a secret, right? And it's Marvin ain't training.
Oh.
He worrying about his kid. That's probably why he's on the phone with Aaron. That's probably why, not with Aaron, but that's why when Aaron walked in, he probably was on the phone because, it's like his girl about to go into labor.
Nah.
Cruz ain't training because he can't
There's
get
a
up
lot-
for the
so
fight.
There's a lot on the mind.
Nah, I got a baby on the way, but
Yeah,
Any day.
Congratulations.
not any day. She due early February.
Early February.
So
That's not that bad.
early February.
You made it sound like you should
That's
do
2,
this
3
week.
weeks.
Cruz made it sound like that when I was in Texas.
That's 2, 3
Well,
weeks.
Cruz
so-
exaggerates all the time. Cruz cannot be trusted.
Yeah, she due early February. So in that part,
Man,
we're
that
good.
adds a
We're
little
good.
more intensity to the fight, right?
The baby could be born tomorrow and it wouldn't be considered premature.
Yeah, you got-
It's like baby on time.
How are you able to pull through?
So it's any
Stay
day.
focused.
What if he has the baby? It's like a Border Wars baby.
The Border
First
Wars.
Border Wars baby. First
He
Border
won't know
Wars
until
baby.
after the win or loss.
Yo, so I guess the last question we need to know is you said stoppage. He already answered that. He said he was stopping him.
In the third round, he said.
In the third.
In the third.
All right, let's.
So he's banking on gasoline.
So you're definitely gonna take
mean-
him in the
no,
deep
no.
water.
He's banking on his right hand.
Right hand with the stamina though.
Yeah.
Third round is last round basically.
I don't
That
know.
is the. That's not basically the
question
last
his
round. That is the
stamina.
last
It is.
round.
So do you think Cantu's gonna bring war to you? Like just go all out, bring
Hell
violence, or is he like an
No,
organized jab move sticking guy?
Yeah, he's gonna try to win by points.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna try and win by
Keep
points.
you on the outside.
And I'm gonna have to engage. I'm gonna have to be the one fighting.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you advice, man. The judges do judge who's most active.
Yeah, who were the judges in the last quarter?
Yo, Enrique giving anyone judging advice is hilarious. Let's just all admit that. That's fucking hilarious.
You have no advice to give, bro.
Yo, judging advice?
Your fight
judging
was
advice,
one-sided.
Enrique?
Your fight was one-sided.
Come on, let's get out of here, homie. Let's get out of here. Yo.
You got the keyboards, but if I had a bomb to drop, it would be an explosion.
Oh, don't worry about it. I got plenty of shots.
Texas,
No, actually, let's switch the hot seat. We got to put the rest of them in. Let's get Kevin in here, man.
Let's get
Quiet
Kev. Kev got to fight.
Quiet Kev in here.
Kev got to fight in front of him.
Kevin, man, you are the.
He's facing.
I guess the main
and
one.
Kevin, make sure you bring that mic very close to your face.
That the only one we really don't know much of, at least because Marvin has always been pretty vocal on Patreon. And
in the YouTube live chat.
Yeah,
I've seen him there quite a few times.
And
though to be fair, I've seen him in the live chat a couple times. To be fair, I don't even really register that your name is like a Border Wars contestant.
Right, but there's still more
because there's no footage of you.
But that's what I was gonna say. There's still more footage of Marvin.
Absolutely.
So you've kind of been like the
biggest unknown. You're the new Eric Cruz in a way.
Yeah.
Because Eric Cruz was the guy that came in with no footage, basically, and no one knew anything about.
No
mouthpiece, yo.
Into the fight, bro.
Yo, he came in with no socks in his shoes. I'm pretty sure that's what he came in.
Off bat, like I look at Marvin, and then I look at Fern Gully, and I'm like, damn.
You Marvin or you mean Kevin?
Kevin, I'm sorry, Kevin.
Yo, he has 2 beers in him and he's gone.
Kevin,
Stella.
I got a concussion. I'm still like organizing.
Look.
Yo,
he laying the groundwork,
oh
Marvin. I told you. When he get that loss, he be like, yo, y'all know I had a concussion. Jose don't really do it.
Yo, I still beat him with a concussion.
Yo, hey, you know he say he taking a knee?
Who?
You taking a knee, but we're going back to Kevin.
Dog, you don't take a knee. That's all that you better.
No, but you said
you've been b-hopped. You've been b-hopped, homie.
Listen. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. Kev, I want to know your reaction, man, when you seen Fern Gully finally in person, because obviously you got to see him in tape, but not very much, because I didn't even get to see Fern Gully on tape, which sucks, because word on the street is he has over 283 rounds of sparring.
And unfortunately, if you had released more tape, Fern would have dropped more tape as well.
My allegedly, I'm using air quotes.
Allegedly. My immediate reaction was that,
damn,
okay.
Forget his. Let's get yours.
No, I want to say it because I didn't know who his opponent was, and then I read his shirt, and Fern looked like the more skillful fighter, but his shirt said, everybody got a plan to get punched in the face. And I was like, okay, Mike Tyson here, he gonna punch somebody in the face. So,
it's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So, immediate reaction, you saw him, was it like, yo, I'm gonna punch him in the face? Like, what was it?
I mean, naturally, I look at him, I think I'm a little bit more athletic.
Okay. But he had the 6-pack and you didn't.
Did he have a 6-pack?
You had some titties on you. That's what I saw.
My man right here is biased.
You had some titties on you.
That's his boy. That's his boy.
I didn't see any abs on you.
He don't know how to differentiate commentator from biased friend.
Athlete's a very weird term to throw around when he was the one that was more muscular than you.
Right now, what we want to know, Kev, is like when you got to stand in front of Fern. How do you size him up?
And he's long, he's lanky. I mean, he'll be able to probably put his jab out there. I think that's what he's going to do, is probably throw his jab out, try to keep me at bay. I just have to keep moving.
So how did you train in Texas for something like that?
No training.
You knew the guy was going to be a little longer.
No training.
All right.
Any specifics?
First of all, their team captain is Cruz, who didn't train the first one and he didn't train in the second one.
But I mean, we saw
leading by example. That's why. That's why they doing it, and that's why they doing what you doing, because you got lucky, and they think they all could get lucky.
It's unfortunate.
No, I think you got to put in the work. You got to put in that effort. But and I tried. I will say,
tried, ladies and gentlemen.
Matt, quiet.
You got this biased opinion.
Of course, I have a biased opinion. I've never said I wasn't biased. Fern's my friend, of course. Just like Eric and Marvin would be biased for you, of course.
No, they are biased for him.
If they had a mic right now,
they've already shown.
But they don't have a mic. I have a mic.
Anyway, So I mean, I just had twins
Ooh.
Oh.
It's kind of hard.
Another
You have to think about how many times
Texas
you gotta get
guy
up
with
there and-
children.
Yeah, I got.
It's a
3
theme.
kids,
It's a theme now amongst the camp.
No.
no theme.
It's real life. It's
No, it is real life, but it's a theme that
It's real life.
I mean, yeah. So
Now you got 2 reasons though.
You guys
already.
Oh, so you hear Enrique? He's saying you writing 2 reasons down in case you lose.
No, I'm saying 2 reasons why you gotta bust some ass though.
Yeah, you got.
I'm
That's
not
right.
giving no
That's right.
excuses.
And
so-
listen, these things you can either use it as motivation or it could crush you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And
We are learning a lot.
I'm gonna assume that you guys are gonna use that as a motivation. You know?
So I need a straight answer on this working out, man, because again, people
We
said
kind of
they
got
didn't-
to work around right
people
there.
said they didn't know you guys in them gyms over there.
I go to a different gym.
Okay.
I used to go to the gym Eric went to, but then I found a 24-hour boxing gym. Sometimes I was in there.
4-hour boxing gym.
You know, with the roaches, you know, up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I was getting it in, you know, early in the morning, but I'd only get about an hour and a half.
A lot of solo work as well, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Solo work. I try to
Bag work.
The only thing is with sparring at that gym, you know, I got obligations at home. So me trying to spar, they wouldn't start sparring until 8 or 9 o'clock. Marvin can attest to that because I invited him to the gym to come spar. You know, but they didn't even get started till late.
So how many rounds would you say you have, Mr. Kevin?
I mean, hey.
Don't tell me it's just the rounds in the park.
Look at that.
Look, you can include controlled sparring.
What's controlled sparring?
So like jabbing, like just like a jabbing drill.
Jabbing, or if not, you know, working on things. You know what I'm saying?
No. But when you say controlled sparring with another fighter in the ring.
Exactly. Let's say.
Oh, you hear Cruz? They don't do that. They go for the fences.
Well, whether you do
Very
it or don't, it
you know,
exists.
few times.
And you can have a lot of controlled sparring and you know, kind of fall back from going full throttle because you know sometimes when you do that you can hurt yourself. You go into a fight all fucking.
I want to hear the answer. I hear a lot of excuses. What's the answer? What's the number?
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'd
know.
say I probably got maybe 20, 30 rounds, maybe.
It's not bad.
30's
Compared
not
to
bad.
280.
You gotta understand, it's off the couch.
30's not bad if it's real, but 30 I would subtract 15, maybe even
And
20.
and how many of those were hard rounds?
Yeah, but now
How
let's
many-
question Firm Gully though. Let's
Yes.
question Firm
They go
Gully.
hard.
As far as
Because I've only seen the stuff in the park where you guys do go soft because it's on
I've only
concrete,
ever seen
obviously.
pity pat rounds.
Everybody,
I can pull up footage right now where I hurt people.
Everybody
I've never seen
coming
footage
at
where you
Matt.
hurt anyone.
Who hurt?
Pity
I heard Info Joe. You ain't hurt.
Why you talking
You ain't
about
hurt. You
hurting?
ain't-
Why you talking about hurting Info Joe?
you talking about hurting a 50-year-old.
Hey,
Samurai said
I can throw out names. Can you throw the name? Can you throw the name?
Matt, I don't care what name you throwing.
Yo,
Oh, it don't
Matt.
matter. It don't matter. Okay. That's what I'm
Matt.
saying. You say pity pat. I've hurt somebody. You have not.
You get in the ring with Warren.
Ooh.
Oh, don't worry about it. You can bet the house on me. Don't worry about it.
Yo, Matt, you the one everybody paying to watch.
Yo, you can bet the
You're
house
like
on
the
me.
Mayweather of the card
They
right now.
paying to watch you, Matt. They want to see you lose, Matt.
Keep that same energy, man.
Oh, I do keep that same energy. Don't worry about it.
All right.
So, you hearing about, Fern, and he's up to 280 rounds.
283.
Does that-
83.
I mean-
I cannot wait to see what that looks like. Because I'm going to be honest, Kevin. I know you have to be questioning, did he really do 283?
Yeah.
And what does it look like? Because I'm expecting to. I didn't even do 200 rounds.
I
so
know, I damn well didn't do
I'm
no
expecting
280
283 to look fucking good, bro.
I don't
Right,
think I've
yeah,
done
I
280
mean-
rounds of sparring. I think overall.
And I'll be honest, I didn't let you see the sparring, obviously, because it's not mine and it was his. I mean, he looked good versus Sal, but I think I was not there live. And there was a lot of new friends that I haven't, only spoken to, never really seen. So I didn't pay attention. But you
I'll
were
put it this
there.
way.
No,
No,
you
unbiased-
were there.
unbiased
and I
moment.
think that from what I saw, maybe Sal was probably got the better of that.
Maybe. I would probably say that off of memory. But you have to remember that was also the third and fourth round, and he sparred 2 rounds with Sal's bigger
Yeah,
friend,
he
who
did-
was an
he did
amateur
say that. He
the
did
first
say
2
that.
rounds
Yeah,
before
but
that.
you're saying the
but
guy-
very quickly, to Kevin's credit, because Kevin, the very limited footage I have seen, you do seem like you have natural boxing ability, like a Cruz, like a Marvin.
Except for the footage
know.
that your own captain put out of him dropping you.
But that could have been a trip. That could have that was a little bit suspect footage. I'll sort of take a shot at Cruz.
He just had you
because that seemed like a suspect, like Conor McGregor moment. Like, come on, we get to release the full tape.
Got the crazy
But if Kevin can have that natural ability that Cruz brought, it's a good fight. It's definitely a really good fight.
Yo, but you're so short.
Hey.
He's not as short as I thought he was.
He's so tall.
People are down on me for being short, but I mean, there's a lot of mismatches in this.
No,
card.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Tyson was a small guy.
Right.
But
Tyson,
do you have that style? Are you going to be winging those right hands? Are you going to be coming with them uppercuts? Are you going to use your short nature to your advantage?
From the footage that we do have of Kevin, which is a little.
No, I can't. I don't know nothing. I don't know
nothing.
I don't know nothing based off that footage. Based off that footage, I don't know nothing. Look at who he's sparring.
I'm still lost on Fern Gully having 283 rounds of sparring.
Listen, that's a lot.
Just salute to him. Just for a Border Wars contestant being, working hard. That's salute to him.
I mean, look, Kevin didn't want to give him credit. He had a 6-pack. I would take that 6-pack any day. He had a 6-pack. He was working.
It was a super.
I mean, he ain't got no fucking, he ain't.
He ain't
Brad
Anthony
Pitt.
up in here, but Anthony, come on.
Yeah, he ain't Anthony either, but he had a
He
6-pack.
ain't Timothy
I
Bradley.
didn't see a 6-pack. I'm not. I seen a flat stomach.
He was flat.
He got the 6.
So,
He definitely
had
got
abs,
that
he had
4.
I saw the flat.
I
saw the flat.
I seen the flat stomach, bro.
You know you're going to get hate from my man over here. He 218.
He lied. He keep adding pounds on me.
Yo, you weighed in this morning at 212.
Yo, like I like saying, muscle don't shrink, bro. Muscle don't
Yo,
shrink.
why you keep telling people that? Listen,
'Cause
this
it's
is
true.
This is how it works, bro.
Bro, I don't know how
Fat
to.
turns into muscle, and muscle weighs more than fat.
Yo, this is like a high school
But
health
muscle
education
not
class.
shrinking. Yes, it the fuck does. If you stop working out, your muscle does.
That's called
decrease.
atrophy. That's called atrophy.
I didn't stop working out. Put it that
Wait
way.
a minute.
You got concussion.
Let's switch
You got
back to-
concussed.
But you do understand that your excuse to people is that you worked out so hard, you put on so much muscle that you didn't lose weight. Yet you look like a fucking Michelin doll.
What you look like? Far from Michelin doll. I look better than you. What you talking
You look exactly alike. We're
Nah,
fluffy.
you talk about you work out, man. You look like Michelin doll.
No, we're fluffy.
I see your
Yeah,
stomach.
you
through
can't
your
throw
shirt.
his diss back at him. Come on, what are you doing
He
here?
got no
What
original
was that?
content.
Like, nah, you're fat, homie. Your mom. What the fuck? Come on, are you 13?
Kev, what are you predicting? Are you finishing this guy?
He's not confident. Look at his
What are you
face.
doing?
Yeah,
I
think
seen
I'm-
the way you
I'll
look.
You going in there? You know what you can do. What are you doing?
I'll finish it in the second round.
What?
Okay, you hearing this right?
Texas.
So
Texas is calling KO.
Yeah,
It looks like
Texas is
Texas
bold.
got killers right now.
Bold. They
Forward
bold.
fighters right now.
They bold. They call it knockouts.
Two
I
out
don't
of
even
three.
think you can knock people out. Like I know. Look, he's done it. But like I don't like. I think that's very like low probability due to headgear and 16-ounce gloves. And it's just like wow.
But because of his height, he could do the body. He could go the body
A
and
stoppage
definitely
is
maybe
stoppage,
stop
you
him
know what
there.
I mean? You guys get an 8.
I just think it's low probability for any one of us. Any one of us, I think it's low. I don't see stoppages happening.
Even like fights
Maybe
where people got hurt.
accumulation of punches.
You
guys,
got him gassed out
Well,
like Enrique could have had last fight.
If you have more than
He'll
7
never get
unanswered
that chance
punches,
again.
I'm giving you an 8 count.
No way he can
Saying
get a
you
stoppage
can't
on
take more than
180
6,
pound
7.
Jose
And even
this
if
time.
it's
No
lower
way.
than that
No way.
and they're hard shots, I
What
might
was
stop
Jose
it before
back
that,
then?
It doesn't matter. You're not winning again, Enrique.
I was
Or
heavier
at all.
back. I was heavier back then.
So
I was heavier back then.
Oh, so
So?
he came in 2 pounds lighter than last fight.
yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Yo, he is funny.
Yo, throw that G thing on, man.
No one knows you right now, and you can do an Eric Cruz instant fame. Eric became the poster boy off of one win.
Fern been around for a minute. I mean,
Yes.
You know,
Yes, he has. Shout out to that West Coast.
Yo, he's been doing like 3 appreciation nights.
yeah, man.
Yup.
So that would be a big scalp right
That's
there.
every appreciation.
That's a
night.
good name. That's a good name to have on your resume.
Fern Gully. Well, Kevin, you can see him tomorrow. He's fighting again.
But again,
What number are you on the card? Do you remember?
Third.
He's third on the card.
fight.
no rounds though, man.
Oh, rounds.
Is
How's
he,
your
is he
cardio?
gonna know how to bob
How do
and
you,
weave?
you know, is there anything that might affect your
cardio,
cardio?
he told you he had twins last year.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I will say Fern's cardio probably will be better.
Ooh.
I'll give him that.
So you plan on taking him out early then?
That's what it is. I'm telling you, Texas' plan is go hard for as long as you can.
This ain't a race, man.
See? It's go hard for as long as you can, but if that's the thing. If you can outlast them, then what? They got no plan B.
Tomorrow we'll definitely see if there is a plan B because once
Marvin better have a plan B because Aaron is a boxer.
He's a D1 athlete according to...
He's a boxer. He's a boxer. So if he's able to stay away from all that power and then he gets that energy dump from all those, you too. All these big right hands, y'all gonna be trying to chase these dudes down. All of a sudden, boom, you got that energy dump. You tired. You thought you was stopping them in the second round. It's a whole another round and a half to go. You looking like Enrique right now.
Yawning.
Exactly. Tired.
On the defense.
I say we get Eric.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's get Eric in the
Of
hot
course,
seat.
man. Good luck to Kevin.
Good luck, Kevin.
Kevin, good luck. Good luck.
Looks like Team Texas
Oh,
is,
here's the confident one.
Going
Yes.
in for the kill.
He's
The champ. The champ.
The captain who came off a win.
The one who only has to train for 2 weeks.
Damn.
Had a major upset
In LA.
He did.
Godson.
But, I mean, look, it's boxing, so it's what have you done for me lately? And that Huracan win is a long time ago.
Oh.
And it was that, listen, I'm going to just be the one to say it, Marvin. I know no one else is going to say it because he's like the pastor, the good guy of the group. But like, yo, is Eric Cruz the Danny Garcia of our crew?
Talk about it.
He's cherry picked. First fight was 147 pounder. Now this fight,
that guy called me out. That guy called me out. This fight, this guy called me out. So
now this fight is an obvious cherry pick because
you can
see
still
the
pick cherries who have been calling you out.
Yeah.
Like cherries can call you out.
Yeah.
Still. Just because they're calling you out doesn't make them not
no.
cherries.
When he called me out, I said no.
But
And then he called Ness. He called Ness, and then he got me on the line, and that's when the fight got made.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I
the first
remember
time he called me out, I
there
ignored
being
it.
some back and forth before it even being official.
Yeah, no. I also remember me telling Cruz, "Yo, don't do it."
You remember calling me, telling me if I wanted to fight
Yeah, I remember.
Cantu, MBB, and I said yeah to all of them.
Yeah, you did. You
So
did.
I'm not a cherry picker, right?
You did. Yo, but he said yeah.
Yo,
wait a
mad
minute.
ethnic
Wait a
up in
minute.
here. Same
Wait a
energy, man.
Yo, wait a minute.
Get that.
He's quote-unquote not a cherry pick. Cantu, Hasail, and who else? Did I call you
MBB.
for? Mexican Butterbean. Only Mexican Butterbean isn't on the card. Everyone else is fighting.
Right.
So he still chose the easiest fight.
No, back then I told you I'll fight anybody, and then this was the only one that got made.
But you all of a sudden got the easiest
Eric
fight.
is in the hot seat.
No,
man.
I think it was Kevin.
Marvin
Eric.
is like Kevin got off, man. Eric got the hot
You're
seat.
gonna get a lot of heat from this opponent, especially
Listen, I gotta be this tough too
He
because
came
he's
off a
fighting
loss.
my old opponent.
He came off a loss.
They're gonna try to drill you right
Ness
now.
got to be tough with me because if I outdo him, it's gonna make him
Oh,
look bad.
Yeah, no, I just said that. I just said that, but it's also a cherry pick because
yours was a cherry pick to begin with.
because I showed what Zach has. Even today, let's talk about today. Let's not talk about
same energy.
assumptions.
What did you think of him today? I mean,
No,
he looks
what
different.
did everybody read his body language?
Heavier than me?
He's not even confident.
But you know that's how he is.
Nah, I saw confidence. He went on the scale, hat on, everything.
Hat on.
Yeah, like, yo, what's up?
Hat on,
He's
head
always
down.
been like that. He's always been
Head
like that.
was down a little
Yo,
bit.
listen, a guy with his body would strip the way that Santiago did at the weigh-in, okay? He would try to invoke some sort of intimidation, use his muscles.
Maybe he turned it around and he figures that boxing isn't about muscles. You know what I mean? He did shrink down a bit.
Or
And
maybe
Eric,
we're
going
all
back
assuming too much.
Going back to you, Eric. I mean, he looks like he's slimmed down. He doesn't look bulky.
Yeah,
I think
no.
he's gonna be faster. He was claiming to
looks
me
in
on the
shape.
side on the conversation.
There's a unicorn punch that can hurt you, though.
He's got to make me
Shout
a
out to the
believer,
unicorn
bro.
punch.
The guy has absolutely no style. In the face-off, the face-off alone was hideous.
Was
I'm
quick.
like, look at he's squared up in the face-off, bro.
It was quick.
He's got to make me a believer. Cruz, and you have to feel this way. You didn't see him in the face-off. None of that was weird.
I don't see like a killer in his eye, but then again, I don't really see it in a lot of these.
So
guys,
what are you
right?
planning, Eric?
Are you gonna fucking Triple G, Willie Monroe carry his ass, or are you getting him out of there?
Well, see, if I get him out of there in the first round, I'm a bully, right? If I carry him to the third round, I took it easy on him, so I don't win either way.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what do you do then?
So if I train too much, You know, and I
If I
knocked him out,
train
I'm
too
a bully.
much, what?
If I train too much and I would have knocked him out, I'm a bully. So now I'm taking it easy.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
But
knocking him out sends a statement. Knocking him out sends a statement to border wars. I think that's a cheap excuse that only fatties use.
Agreed.
You want to join the fatty
Completely,
club.
yes. Let's hit it. Yeah.
You want to join the fatty club and eat little sweets and shit like that. But the bottom line is, and I'll repeat it again, not because I'm conceited, just because it's the truth. Ness is the fucking Anthony Joshua of this shit. He fought the same guy you fighting. You turn around and knock him out.
Yeah.
You steal my thunder. All of a sudden, everybody's like, yo, Eric Cruz did this, Eric Cruz did that. Ness, you didn't, and you're the hot name. So to say that you knock him out, you won't get no credit. I don't believe that.
So let me ask you this, sir. What made you go easy and
Enrique, you know your mic is hot, right?
Yeah, what are you doing here,
What
Enrique?
makes Zach an easier opponent?
What do you mean? What made him an easier opponent?
Like, what did you see? What from the performance that you saw with Ness, Zach and Ness, how did you assess him? You assessed him as a non-threat from the beginning?
I assessed him as a non-threat, and at the end of the day, my fight, the fight that I really wanted was Jose, right? And that fight kind of got stalled for a rematch that now it seems like Enrique doesn't really want the fight because he's not even making weight.
No, he doesn't.
He's
scared of that fight.
I should have been fighting Jose, really, this time.
Agreed.
Yeah, for the title. Enrique's concussed. I don't know if he's going to be all there.
Oh,
and listen.
Keep that same energy.
This is the thing. Had you not been as undisciplined as Doomsday showed up today at 175, maybe we could have made a case for you to fight Jose, who's only 180, and Enrique fat ass could have fought your opponent. But no, now you win. That guy.
That has always been my case, though, where my opponents get switched at the last minute. It's always been my case. Last time I showed up here, I didn't have an opponent.
Yo, pros say one thing. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. If you would have been ready today, you'd have probably got the fight that you want. Because I don't even want to see Doomsday fucking fight in Mitty because it's a mismatch. So why Jose, that's not fair for Jose to make 180, bro. That he looks good. He worked hard. And Enrique's really fucking 212. That's like 30-something pounds fat ass.
Very disrespectful from half of the TBV panel in the weigh-ins.
Panelists, not even listeners.
The panelists, man.
Fucking fatties, bro.
Committing the cardinal sin of boxing, not making weight.
Joan Guzman's is
God. It's sad, man. It's truly sad. Here's some sad music
Frankie
for you.
Gomez's of the world.
You're going to get your wig knocked off.
Yo, you're going to get the donut knocked out of you,
I'm just
man.
giving you advice like I told you this on the phone on a private call.
Yeah.
You got to go, go big on him. Like,
yeah,
all that, carrying, that don't even make sense.
I never said I was going to carry him. I was just giving you the two
scenarios.
That I don't win either way. And I kind of don't really plan to win either way. I'm just trying to keep my belt for the next fight.
What happens if Zach comes out the door and he's on you?
Never know.
You know?
Well, he's on
whatever, man.
I'll be on him too.
Listen, man. Look.
Pause. Come on.
Yo.
Big bombs are gonna be falling.
Listen, Zach lost until he makes me a believer, bro. He never.
And this
fought.
is still cherry, no matter what Eric can say about saying, "Hey, I said yes to everyone." You didn't take those fights. You didn't take the Cantu fight.
It wasn't that I didn't take them. It was never up to me to take. I told Ness, I'll take those.
You're the champ. You're the one that beat the fucking amateur Canadian boxer. You could have called your shot. Absolutely, you could have made your pick.
Remember it was Ortiz and he dropped out?
And then you could have called your next shot.
If I called Ortiz and they called me over the
phone. That was true. Unfortunately.
No, you're right about that, but you could have called your next shot. You could have. You could have picked your opponent better than Zach.
See, it goes back to the same thing that I was telling you where my opponent gets switched at the last time.
Yeah.
Okay, I see
your point. You be ready to stay ready, but how are you going to be ready for all these different styles? One
it's
of them
true.
is
That's
the other
too
one is
flat.
It's true. You know what? It's just like a refresher. It's true. He did have a fucking shitty ass. He's got a shitty history,
When I was with Ortiz, I was running 10 miles. You seen it on my.
Yeah, but that shit was 5 months ago.
Yeah, because his opponent dropped out.
But 5 months to change your opponent to make him not a Zach? Like, you could still not have picked a. Like, it wasn't the last minute like it was the last time.
Like Brandon Rios, who should he have fought?
I'm just saying.
Oh, you're just saying,
but
you're not bringing a solution.
This is a clear mismatch.
No, something that a lot of people.
Clear.
Yeah, something that.
So Zach's a clear.
He's gonna stop. He's gonna stop Zach.
That's fucked up. But I think it could happen.
It's style. It's purely because of style.
I plan to.
I mean, I know that he could stop him because I know he got power.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't. I was too novice So I wasn't able to do it, you know?
Today you can stop Zach. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. I didn't have the killer instinct back then, so I sat back. So it's true. I think that's what I'm saying. I don't believe in Zach. I think that like I even question whether or not his knockdowns are legit. Like I think, you know.
Oh, he has knockdowns? I haven't.
The ones
No,
that
I'm talking about the
been
knees
knocked
that he
out.
receives.
Oh,
I'm talking about the one that he receives. I'm wondering whether or not he's just going down to get like a break.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. But all I know is I'm gonna go for the finish.
knockout.
Just like all my guys, man. Like that's what we.
So Team Texas is
That's what y'all envision,
Yeah,
not what y'all train for.
Team
We're not
Texas.
here to participate. We're here to take over.
Ooh.
Matt, hear that?
Yo, you guys
Yeah, they're
are
copying
lucky.
my style, man. That's
Yo,
what I hear. They're
they're
copying
lucky.
my style. No
They're-
one else's.
They're lucky that they have a promoter like Cruz to talk for them. Floyd said it best. You need a mouthpiece. Cruz is the mouthpiece for these guys.
The confidence is high, man. Confidence is high. These guys are going for the stoppages. So Team Canada, man, and Cantu is in for some shit, I guess.
And Fern, yeah.
He came in for win.
Who?
Cruz.
Yeah, he took out the fucking
An
amateur.
upset win, and it was the team leader, wasn't he?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
guy that said it was gonna take everybody out.
The guy that said he
What's
was
up,
gonna
Matt?
finish me
What are you
faster
doing over
too.
there?
Matt
I was
always-
I was waiting for Enrique to pop that shit very loudly right next to the mic. That's what and he did softly
Yo,
because
he's
he
like
saw
the
that I was
audio
looking.
police right now.
Yeah, you should
Yo,
see
man,
he
I'm
was
making
on you,
sure.
Enrique.
I'm making sure, man.
Yeah, but he don't know when to
Yo,
press
and
the
this
button.
this
to
motherfucker
bring-
was talking over there and with the phone. Came over here, walking with the phone, talking.
There
There
you
we
go.
Come on,
So
you're
you're
the
looking for that
pro.
whole thing.
Pre-pro
so listen.
conversation live.
That's a good question.
That's the
What?
whole because he wants to look past Zach. He's already.
Yeah, he
guaranteed
wants
Zach
Jose. He wants Jose. He's looking past Zach and Enrique.
Well, I'm really looking forward to that Jose belt. If Enrique gets it, then you know.
Oh,
Enrique talking about concussion. He's over for him after this fight.
I can take that bacon belt. Don't matter.
So you'll take
I'm
the
happy
winner.
to-
You'll
I'm
take
happy
the winner
to-
of Enrique Jose.
I'll take the winner. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to do
ready for
that.
another
I'm
belt,
happy
man.
to do that.
Enrique,
I'm happy to do
the
that.
winner of
That'd be
Enrique
nice.
Jose.
But you know, but it's not a title match now, right?
What is it?
it will be a title.
If I
match.
beat Jose, I don't get the belt.
No. Oh, that's right. He didn't make weight. Oh, get in front of the mic. What are you doing? Content. What are you doing? Content's king.
He said no because he ain't make the way, but I told him that ain't fair because he the one accepting the fucking to come in that way.
Yep.
Yo, but that's still the rules and like the pros that I know of is that even if Jose fighter X accepts
Yo,
Fighter
230 pound.
Y, he's not
Dude.
getting it still.
Both of these fatties are 30 pounds over their opponent.
I know.
That's
man.
crazy.
It's sad. It's sad.
I'm
That's
not
some-
30.
Yo, you're practically 30.
I'm
man.
29.
When you put the Timbs on, you're 30.
You 30, bro.
He's 30.
Anyway.
He's 30 for sure. Mr. Jimmy Lemieux.
30 for sure. How about that?
Yeah, at least I'm getting a KO and 2. You're getting
You
getting a UD
Oh,
against
so
you.
you see
UD
that.
lost.
Everybody calling
UD lost.
stoppages.
Everybody's calling KOs.
Hold up, Eric
guys
Cruz,
are
you called the
monsters.
stoppage?
Yeah, I'm calling a stoppage.
Everybody.
I'm
You
calling
too?
stoppage.
You too, Enrique?
I'm not calling a stoppage, but I think I have
He's
a
calling
possible.
getting stopped. That's what he's been calling. Come on.
You got the knee pads.
I have a possibility though.
He's been saying I'm gonna take a knee for the last like hour. Like, come on, man.
You can't say nothing in front of Matt or Ness. You can say it as a joke.
It can still be a
They'll
joke.
go, they'll go send out an email blast.
You ain't. That wasn't no joke the way he described
You're
it.
like,
He
I
even-
don't know, man.
he
Like,
even
you know,
went down
I
to
don't
the knee.
know.
He showed us how the knee was going to look.
Yo, if I shake my head too much, I get a migraine, man. Like, I don't know.
Yo, he's setting all the little lies in motion already.
Anyway, tomorrow is January 16th, Border Wars 2000.
Oh, he's done. That's what it is.
He's
Enrique
checking
is
out.
done. He's like,
Trigger.
final thoughts, final thought
out.
time.
I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm trying to close Eric Cruz out. He's here holding the mic. You know, he wants to say
Oh, we
final
can close
things.
him out.
You want to say final things or not, you know?
No, I mean,
I know you want me next, right?
yeah,
if
I want the winner. I want that belt, basically, you know?
But we all know
He's
Jose's
chasing
winning,
Eric's
so.
chasing greatness.
He is.
Trying to
I'm
unify
looking
him.
forward
needs
to
that
watch your
title. He
fight
needs that
tomorrow.
title.
I need
He's like
another
Keith Thurman.
title.
Look, he's
I need
fighting
another
Zach
title.
at that weight because he's like Thurman, you know?
Here it
Remember when Thurman was at 47, he couldn't get a fight. He went to 54 for Quintana.
In my hearts of all hearts. that was Keith Thurman's quote. In my hearts of all hearts.
Are you going to make weight next fight?
Yo, I don't know, man, if I could make weight.
He said that
He's
he
like,
was
I don't
feeling.
know
You
if I'm
said you were
participating.
feeling real weak.
When did I say that?
Earlier today, you
Numerous
said that when
times.
you got
Numerous
down to
times.
a certain weight, you were feeling. Not
Oh, yeah,
yourself.
when I did get down to a certain weight, like not eating
Yo,
certain
all
foods.
these fat motherfuckers lying about feeling weak with 100%
Yo, I felt
body fat still on them.
100.
100%.
piece of fat.
I'm saying though, look at Eric Cruz. Like we want to talk fat. Eric Cruz, you don't look kind of. You don't look.
Take
Yo,
a
but I'm
shot.
sizing you up already.
You
Eric.
don't look.
He's
But I'm
sizing you
weird.
up.
You don't look like Mr. Cut Up.
But we
No,
knew
I'm
that.
not
But he
cut
want
We
to
knew
fight
that.
you though.
You don't even look Fern Gully flat.
But
No, I don't look flat.
You know what I
I don't look flat, but I'm gonna win though.
mean? It's all good. It's all
and,
good.
and you better not win because he wants you next.
I want to win.
I'll keep you in the ring too, bro.
Yeah.
I'll keep you in the ring too.
Woo, rumors.
It can't be rumors if you have said it. You have said it yourself on this show in this episode. What are you talking about, fam?
Did I tell it to you?
You said it on this
Did
show.
I say it to you?
You said it on this
Yo,
show.
Did I
I'm
say
out.
to
I'm
you?
out, ladies and gentlemen, because I got to get some sleep. I'm not trying to lose.
All right, peace.
It ain't over.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingvoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.
No other sight in the game can see the boxing voice.